So finally, my first brand new construction project is done. 99% done. Just the final thing, the driveway is left, but rest everything inside is done. And there is so many mistakes, so many things went wrong, but also so many good things. So I'm today in this video, I'm going to show you my project, how it's good, how it is looking. Because if you guys remember, I posted a video before when it was like just in the framing stage. So now it's completely done. So it's a full single family home with a completely basement legal apartment and a nice 1.5 car garage in a very good location. Nice East Windsor, nice family area, beautiful home. And here you can see some things that I have done. So I'm going to share a lot of mistakes I have done along this throughout this video. So make note of all those if you're someone planning to build something for yourself. So I'll start with this one first. We did full brick because I always love brick, but without knowingly, without because it's a first project, right? My first always the goal whenever I do any projects, I want to do a bird project, which means I want to put in whatever my investment in, I want to take it out. So the first thing went wrong. I thought I'm going to take my money out, but because it's a first project, I overspent, and at least 160,000 of my money still left in the deal. So I already got the refinance done also. So I'll tell you the numbers as well. So stay tuned. First, let's check the property. So here you can see 1.5 car garage. It's a pretty good size. It's a 2-story, 1,300 square feet or 1,1400 square feet main floor and 1,400 square feet above ground. And same thing in the basement. And top to bottom brick. How do you guys like the color? Black and kind of gray. And then there's going to be a nice concrete, 4-car driveway. And so this is not a typical layout we chose. We kind of, staircase going up. So more like a 2-story, but raised 2-story. Usually you will see regular 2 stories where the basement is lower. You don't see that big windows in the basement. Because we made the legal basement, so we raised it. That's why you see this staircase. Hey, so the first mistake, I'll show you guys something. This you would not even notice unless you see. So you see this railing? It's not centered with the door because the contractor, whoever poured the concrete, did not measure it properly. And even my contractor did not look at it. Okay, so here is the entrance. So as soon as you enter, you have this big living, and we put a nice big tile, white tile, because nowadays everyone loves the tile. So entrance, plus you have the closet there, and this is where we spent some extra money again. You see that glass railing? So whoever on the second floor, they can talk to the main floor, and this big chandelier. So this is like almost 16 feet height in the living area and big windows. So maybe this view is better for you guys. So here you can see better. And then we got this beautiful kitchen design. So this is something my favorite one in the house. It's a huge kitchen. So we are more like targeting the luxury kind of tenants. So this is another mistake. I went over the board because it's the first project. I wanted to make it really stand out, showcase piece and all. That's why one of the other reason why my money stuck. If I move in, it's a great property, but I did not made it such a way that it's my style. So again, first timer in mistakes. This is called first time mistakes. And if you look at the design here, so on the left side, this is where you can enter from the garage also. And there is like, mud room, and there is a powder room on the main floor. And plus here is the garage entry. So staircase from the garage. We wanted to do a little unique design instead of like a regular cookie cutter design. Another thing we added, usually you don't see in that many 2-story homes, is this one. You see this room here? So it's pretty much in this home, every room looks like a master bedroom. So this is like a nice good sized room with ensuite washroom. Because, a lot of immigrant families or, a lot of families who have older parents, they want to have their parents in the main floor, and they have their own washroom ensuite. Again, nice high quality finishes. We tried to go as good quality as possible. You can see nice black tile and glass shower, nice and modern color touches. And also, of course, in this one, the reason you're seeing all the furniture, we are doing a furnished rental. So nice small deck for the bedroom and nice good size backyard. And this is where the side entrance goes into the basement. You see the entrance there? So that's the entrance goes into the basement unit. So that's a complete legal unit. So we'll check out the unit in a second. And here is one more thing that costed me extra money and which I should have avoided is, so basically what I did not think at that time is pretty much this project is like, rental property. Why should I have done all this high quality finishes? If you see nice high end hardwood flooring, this glass railing itself costed me quite a bit of money. And then we have done pretty much every bedroom has a washroom. So above ground, we have 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, 3rd bedroom, 4th bedroom. So the main floor unit is literally like a 5. So literally the 2nd floor, you have 4 bedroom, 3 bathroom. 2 bedrooms have en-suites. So this bedroom again, a second master bedroom you can call it after the main floor. And also have similar ensuite, except a little different tub. We didn't put the glass. We didn't put that flashy things in this tub. But we put the nice quality, flooring. You can see nice tile, gold and a nice 2-color, white and kind of bluish, the vanity. So definitely I overspent on this project because of this high quality. But again, maybe it's a prestige thing. I don't know. What do you guys think? I should not have done it, or maybe I did it. It's okay because it's a first project. So again, this is the other bedroom, right? So this one has a Jack and Jill washroom. So if you see this washroom, so there is an entrance from that side, and this is another entrance. Again, nice, clean, same, design, white quartz countertop, and a nice, nice mirrors. And again, this is another bedroom. So this is the smallest bedroom of all. And here we got a master bedroom. I'll show you the master bedroom at the end because it's a nice, beautiful. This is my favorite spot of the house. So basically, I wanted to be unique. Me and my, contractor partner, we are like, let's make it something unique where Windsor haven't seen. But in that unique process, I forgot my goal, which was the burst strategy. So you can see the chandelier, the high ceilings. But usually, when you're trying to rent it, who cares? But here is the reason why this mistake happened. So technically, it was not supposed to be a rental. We wanted to build and sell. But in the process, what I found out, this is the crazy part. I did not know. And I swear to God, even though I've been in the business for 7 years, this is what in real estate, always something new. Before I show you the washroom, let me share this story, right? So in Canada, if you're building something, a brand new, so for us, because it's our first project, right? Not a Tarian builders. We are only building for ourselves. So it's a single family. You can build multifamily and you can sell, but not single family homes for the sale purpose. You can sell after 2 years only. So our first plan was, to sell, but we did not knew that thing. So now we ended up renting. At least, the other exit plan I figured out is we'll do a nice furniture. We'll do the furnished rental. So now we leased it, the above ground, the main floor and the 2nd floor together for $4,000. And the basement unit rented for $2,000. So has a furnished rental. So the tenant's moving in next month. So that's why I'm showing you. So this is a master bedroom. So in the master bedroom, before I show you the washroom, so you got this nice 2 windows, little fancy fan and his and her closet and a good sized bedroom. It's almost like a 13 by 14. And here comes my favorite part of this whole house. So look at this, we got nice tiles, like very, very fancy tiles. Try to make it look very attractive for a family because, our initial goal was to sell. And this is another lesson number 2. Good thing, at least I was in a better place where even without selling, I could keep it at the rent. So I came up with the second game plan is the, furnished rentals. And luckily we were able to easily find because the property is really beautiful. So it was easy to rent. And the exit strategy costed me to hold my 165,000 or 170,000 in the deal. So which means we did the rental and I went to the bank. Bank said, no, we cannot do 80% loan to value. And we cannot even give you because you already have too many properties and this is a residential property. So I had to go for a B lender. Now Equitable Bank is the one who is funding this deal. So the fund I'm getting tomorrow and it's already approved and everything. So what they approved me is the property appraised for 975,000. And my estimation based on what comparables and all was 1.1 million. But again, appraisals, they have their own way of looking at things. So the property appraised for 975 and they only approved me for 75% loan to value. So I'm getting 735,000. But my total investment in this project, lot 160,000 plus lot closing, plus soft cost drawings, designs, and plus furniture, plus the construction, all in, including the holding cost. A lot of the times, we as investors, what we don't realize is there is a holding cost during the construction period because I didn't had all this cash to build. So I borrowed almost 500,000 private loan. So the private loan fees was almost 3.5%, the upfront fees, plus interest every month 1% on the draws they given. So that was almost 30,000-40,000 holding cost. So altogether, it costed me 900,000. So if you do the math, 900,000 is all my money into the deal, but I only got 735,000 from the bank. So literally 165,000 of my money stuck in this deal. I could have bought a property instead of built. We can argue on that topic, right? But maybe, I convinced myself instead of crying, at least, buddy, you got some experience. So don't cry too much. It's okay. You will make money on the next project. Now you learned a lot of things. See, I could have designed much better. I could have not spent this much in the construction knowing that I might not sell it. So I did not plan better considering that, maybe I would not sell it. So again, even for the basement entry, we put a double door. So you can see everywhere, little luxury finishes because we were thinking of sale, right? See, this is why as a investors, we should always plan for plan B. Never just go with the plan A and go all in. See, I went in all in, spent quite a bit. I mean, I'm a little sad that, 165,000 of my cash sitting in the property, which because, I am helping clients to do brand new burrs. If you don't know what it means, you'll see the next videos. But, I myself put my money in this deal because of probably that's my lessons learned for the new construction. So now if I'm restarting again, I'm doing another one too. I'll show you guys that in the next videos, which also some lessons learned, but also some good things improvised from this one. So one is I would not do the brick again. I would do half brick and vinyl or stucco, which would save me at least 20,000-30,000. And I would not go this high finishes, the too much on the flooring. Even in the basement, we put in very high quality, hardwood kind of, waterproof engineered hardwood. And here's the basement apartment. Look at this nice quartz countertop. And we got in all the appliances, nice light fixtures, pretty clean. At least that's what I felt. What do you guys think? And here is the bedroom one. See, again, because we are planning on the sale. So if you notice one thing, we try to give a nice finished product. So initially our plan is to stage and everything with the furniture, sell it. But because now we found out we cannot sell it, so we have to keep it. And the other thing we haven't done is because we are planning to sell it, we didn't do separate meters. So if you guys notice in here, only one furnace and one hot water tank. So which means owner has to pay for the utilities or you have to split every month 50-50. Maybe it's 50-50 would be too much. Maybe 70-30 or 65-35 between the tenants. But if I would have planned for keeping, then I would completely make separate meters. And I would have completely done the third floor as a separate unit. So I could have had, 2-bedroom apartment or 3-bedroom apartment on the main floor, upper 3-bedroom apartment, and lower 2-bedroom or, 3-bedroom. So I would have made much more income. So even if my money would have hold, at least separate meters, I don't have to pay for anything. I might get more rent because each 3 bedroom would rent for 2,500. So that means, 7,500 per month, and they pay for utilities. So my cash flow would be better. Now I'm not cash flowing. Yeah. I'm actually just barely paying for all the expenses. My mortgage payment is around 4,400. Property tax another 500, plus any other extra property management and all those things. So 6,000 just barely pays my expenses. At least good thing is I'm not paying money from my pocket. But again, so that's a long story short. So let me know, guys, what do you think about this project? Tours like this, again, this is something I'm trying new. With the kind of crazy schedule, I didn't want to do too much editings. So raw videos, what do you think about this style? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe and share it to any friends who are thinking of building something. And what are the other questions you want me to cover in the next videos when it comes to building new properties? Let me know in the comments below. With that, peace.